He's down.
May God protect you. Because if he doesn't, then we're all fucked.
They're gone then?
What? Did you want to say farewell before they die?
No, You think they'll fail?
If anyone can do it, it's Henry and Sam.
Aye. They're both right tough bastards.
Ha! And that, my friend, we'll drink to.
What? I thought there wasn't anything left to drink.
Ha! I have my own stocks. I'm not going to my grave sober, am I?
You're right. It's high time we started. So I turn around and say, if you don't take that crab out of his breeches... Wait, was it a ferret?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Me? Why?
What?
Oh, fuck, now I've completely lost the thread. You tell a story instead.
The woodcutter's wife goes up to her husband. Liza, the garden gate's falling apart. Go and get a nail or two and fix it. Liza goes off. 3 hours later, he staggers home, blind drunk. And the wife starts screaming that the job's not done. What's the matter? He says. You told me yourself to get a nail or two first.
I don't get it.
Oh, good grief. Have another drink then.
Hey, progress! Progress!
Margrave! You cunt! Do you want some silver? We've run out of space for it all!
Hey, Henry! Run the Margrave through while you're there!
Shut up, you arse! Come on, let's have another drink!
It's just... What pisses me off most is the way they treated me like a little brat. But I'm Lord Perkstein. Me, I'm grown up now. I thought if we delivered the message to Von Vergov, Gob Verbon, Von Bergov, they'd take me seriously. But I'll see how that turned out.
I see you finally found someone who loves you.
What? Who told you that?
Was it morning already? Fuck. Oh, I should go and see what that noise was.
Now we really are fucked. Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Have you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans.
With booze.
Get ready!
Prepare to shoot! Positions! Loose!
Take cover!
Now! Form up!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Lord Brigade!
Godwin! Over here! Shoot
I'll knock it down!
You haven't a chance. You're not up to it.
Get ready! They're coming inside! Godwin, move downstairs! We can
Return fire! What the fuck are you waiting for? Godwin! Over here, Black! Die, you brother swine! What the fuck are they waiting for? Close! Get ready for an attack! That's right! Stop them! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
This slows him down.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, rat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Man makes plans, and God laughs. But I should be home now. Preaching to village crones about Jesus. And boozing in the tavern.
Is that how you speak on the pulpit, too?
Yeah. That's probably why they kicked me off of it.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe God is having a laugh at our expense. But I know of no better fun than this.
You're right. Let's have some fun while we're still standing.
Stinks like a festering wound here. It's time to heal that wound. Once and for all.
That is why we're here. Isn't it, youngster?
Let's not waste time. We'll end it. Here and now.
Sir Radzig, give the orders.
Hey!
Look at them!
The Prague lords who bent their knees to Sigismund. And even after he fled our country, they carried on plundering our lands, invading, killing, raping, spilling the blood of their fellow countrymen for a foreign usurper. Should they get away with it? Traitors! Good coats, I say. The time has come to put a stop to them forever! To sweep them off our lands! Fight them! Hunt that rabble back to Prague in the name of King Wenceslas!
You're next. I'm glad you've come back, Henry of Scully. I thought we'd never cross swords. Useless.
portcullis is up. Now we'll finish off the rest in the courtyard.
Too slow!
He doesn't know which way to turn.
Let's get to work!
Here's your
Like a stuck pig!
Henry.
You lot took your sweet time.
Ah, you know our Henry. No doubt stopped off along the way for a beer and some grub.
As it happens.
I'll take that. Nice work, youngster.
Welcome back, Henry.
Well, did I come at a bad time?
Well, we're just starting to be fun. When you lot turn up and scatter them. But, if you got any more like this, well, let's have them.
Delivering that letter turned out to be a bit bothersome, eh? I'm glad you're still in one piece, Hans.
Likewise.
Good God, what carnage! Sir Peter, praise the Lord you're alive.
You have no idea how pleased I am to see you, Hanush.
You can celebrate. The Pragas are fleeing for their lives.
What is there to celebrate? They destroyed my fortress and they stole whatever they could, including that accursed silver of yours. So much suffering, and for nothing.
Chin up! Could have turned out a lot worse. We put you in an unenviable bind, Sir Peter. I'm extremely grateful for the way you behaved. That goes for all of you. You showed great courage and determination. I'm proud to have been your commander in this uneven fight. And to you, Sir Hanush, I say thank you for saving us in the nick of time.
You have nothing to thank anyone for. You're the heroes here. You withstood the attack of the enemy, who outnumbered you in arms and numbers. You didn't give up under any circumstances. Not even hunger broke you. But talking of hunger, we have food enough for everyone. It's time to feast and celebrate.
Thank you for these gifts, sir. And you, Henry, risked your life to rescue us. That's what I call heroism.
Well, it wasn't just me. Samuel was the first to volunteer.
If it weren't for Henry, I certainly wouldn't be here with you. Learn to accept praise for once, Porter. You deserve it.
You both deserve it. Lord Hanush, will you drink to victory with us?
I'd like to, but I can't. I have to set off back to Rattay today. I actually only came to give you my greetings. And my farewells.
You really can't stay? Some rooms are still in good condition. I'd be glad to honor you with what I can.
I'm afraid not, Sir Peter. Some other time, maybe. I've been away from home too long, and I'm needed there. But before I go, I need to speak to the young lord here. Alone.
Talk to me? What about?
You most likely don't even realize how much your situation has changed. And how your importance has grown.
My importance? How do you mean?
Patience. All in good time. Henry, you're a blacksmith's boy. Do you think you could give me some advice?
Advice about what, sir?
I had a new sword made in Summerpish before we left, and I thought I'd try it out. But those proud fuckers all wore heavy armor. One battle and the blade's like a saw. The blacksmith swore he made it from the best steel. Look at it. I get the feeling he lied to me.
You're right. It's nicely ornamented, that's true. But I can't see any folded steel. No doubt the blacksmith thought the sword was only for display in a banqueting hall.
That damned swindler. He'll see. He'll repay every last groschen. Thanks, Henry. You're a credit to your trade. And no word of a lie.
He definitely lied to you. You should punish him.
You bet I will. He put my life at risk. I'll show him his work, and if he starts bleating, I'll shove the jagged blade up his ass. All right. There's something important I need to discuss with you as well. It's about Hans. Come and join us by the horses in front of the gate. And no eavesdropping. Some things are not for your ears.
Henry, come and see me too.
Are you injured? I could take a look.
Let him catch his breath, for Christ's sake. He just needs to eat and drink his fill. He's one of us now. Another hungry wolf from the devil's pack.
Ha 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 ha! Go with God, friends. I hope we will meet again.
Farewell, Hanush. God bless you.
Come with me, Hans. Let's not lose a moment.
Off, Shishka.
We all did.
One battle.
Don't give me that. You were in command. I'd have lost everything without you.
Well, without me, your fortress wouldn't be in ruins.
For the last months, I looked out in fear at Sigismund's camp from the ramparts, wondering when they'd attack. It was just a matter of time, and I wouldn't have been able to defend the fortress for long.
You showed real bravery. I'll do everything in my power to help you repair this place.
I didn't have you down as a builder, Shishka.
I may not be a builder, but I can raise money, believe me.
I believe you. We'll discuss it later. I'll go and see how much damage they caused. I'm dreading it already.
Catherine?
I'm all right. Oh, thank God you came back safe and sound. You kept your word.
I said I would, didn't
We both know it could have ended badly.
No, it couldn't. I gave you my word, and I keep my word.
You liar.
I wanted you to be at least slightly happy. Are you happy?
I can never be happy again. It just isn't possible. There are things you can never unsee.
I know what you mean. But try to stop looking back. Look forwards.
If only I could.
You can. And admit it. You're happier than you were yesterday. Just a little. But you are, aren't you?
I am.
You see?
At least we chased those bastards away.
Thank you for the evening before my departure.
I was afraid. I thought it was the end.
So did I.
You lied to me.
Well, just a bit.
I'm not angry. It was nice.
I needed someone to share my burden. At least for a while.
So did I. Let's not talk about it.
I killed Brabant.
Good.
Good.
It's good. He paid for what he did. It's good he can't harm anyone again. But I'm sad for every horrible deed we do to put right other horrible deeds. It's wrong. Even so, I think there was no other option.
You're right. You have no idea how right you are. Well, the last few days here in the fortress must have been awful. How did you get through them?
The same as everyone else, I suppose. I just tried to stay alive. We got hungrier and hungrier. But you forget about that after a while. You even get kind of used to seeing death at every step. The worst thing was the fear that I'd never see you again.
I wanted to tell you that, you're one of the bravest women I ever met.
Oh, come now.
No, it's true. After all you've been through, never complained, and everything you've done for us, we couldn't have done it without you. I wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you, and I hope you'll get to know peace now. You deserve it.
What's come over you? Nobody ever said anything like that to me.
They should have, though.
What did you mean, one of the bravest? Who else did you have in mind?
Someone from back home. I think you'd like her. I'll tell you about her one day. What's your plan?
Now? The simple things in life. A long bath, a good meal, brush my hair.
I need all that as well. I was talking about the future. What will become of us?
Us? Who knows? Maybe it would be good to have someone to hold me again when I go to sleep. But I've grown out of dreams. They hardly ever come true.
I suppose you're right. All too often they end in disappointment.
And I've had enough disappointment.
I have to go and see Hanush now.
So I heard.
Now, Liebchen. Luck was...
So?
Aye, we made it. But only just in time. And we lost the silver. That's what pisses me off the most.
I'm not exactly delighted either. But that's not why we did it. And we're alive.
That's true. But it could have gone very differently. I'm in your debt, Bruder. I'll never forget this.
What debt? You're my brother. Brabant is dead?
Genau. Though it's a huge pity I couldn't help you and could only watch. I still don't understand how anyone could have deceived me like that. Such a liar! It should have been obvious what he was like. Justice was done. Baruch Hashem.
What will you do now?
My mother in Colleen and all the others will need me. We'll make a new start there. And that'll be a lot of work. I don't know if anyone will return to Kuttenberg.
What about the Devil's Pack?
That was great. If you can call what we went through great. But I'm neither a warrior, nor a mercenary.
What do you plan to do in Colleen?
Whatever's necessary. The same as in Kuttenberg, most likely. My people need someone who can stand up for them. Because there will always be some who want to put them down. That's life, nicht wahr?
Well, they took our silver. But maybe it's better that way. Fortunes lead to bad blood.
Well, I'd prefer if the Geld was in good hands. It could have helped. The king, our people, your people. But now the Prague rabble are going to share it. You're right, though. Maybe they'll quarrel over it and cut each other's throats.
I have to go now, Sam. Take care.
Sei gesund, sir. So a lot better now.
Zizka?
Henry, I'm glad you found the time.
What did you want to talk to me about?
About your future. I've commanded countless men. And no doubt I'll command many more. But you, Henry, you have something the others didn't. The heart of a real warrior. I know you're still in the service of Lord Perkstein and have duties to carry out in that regard, but I wanted to tell you, if that ever changed, I would be honored if you stood by my side as my right-hand man.
Thanks for the offer, but I have to stay with Capon. I'm his aide, after all.
I understand. But if that changes, my offer stands.
What are your plans now?
Now? Let's celebrate our victory properly. Then we'll go back to the Devil's Den and get some rest. I'll leave any further negotiations to Jobst and Radzig. But it's not over yet. The King and Prokop of Luxembourg are still prisoners, and it's hard to say whether Sigismund will want to release them. Maybe we'll have more work to do. That's why I'd like to have you close by.
What did you think of the final battle?
Nothing. I didn't see much of it, but even through the fortress walls, I could hear they didn't have a chance against you.
You could tell that by what you heard.
I hear the grass grow. I can find my way just by listening, with eyes closed if necessary. That comes in very handy when you're captured and blindfolded.
I hear we lost the silver.
They got to it yesterday. If only you'd arrived one day sooner. What can we do? I reckon God wanted us to stay poor. We'll have to look for a way to make a living like we used to.
I found Brabant in the camp. He was torturing Sam. I killed him.
I'm glad you did. I haven't been betrayed like that for ages. Such a buffoon. I never realized what he was really like. Oh well, a lesson learned. At least he can no longer deceive anyone like he did us. After what he did to Ada, that's all he deserved.
How are things in Rattay, anyway?
It was still the same when I left.
I feel I've been away for an age.
You see, and it's only been a couple of weeks. Nothing changes in such a short time, though I have a lot of work ahead of me. The forests are swarming with bandits again.
Bernard will deal with them in no time at all.
Bernard doesn't want anything to do with it. You'll have to find someone who can take care of it.
Someone like Henry.
Someone like him? Henry will have enough on his plate already.
Here I am, sir.
Perfect timing. So now, to the reason I wanted to talk to you. As you no doubt know, there's a big change in store for Hans. He's getting married.
He has to get married.
Has to, wants to, it doesn't matter. He's going to. As you can see, he's none too pleased.
I'm not really surprised. If he can't choose his wife.
Exactly.
Henry, I realize you're not familiar with the business of arranged marriages among the nobility, so don't poke your nose in. Nobody's forcing you into one. It's clear that if it were up to him, he'd keep putting off the wedding in the hope I'd change my mind. But I won't. I've given my word to Lord Botsek of Kunstad, and I don't break my word. So your job, Henry, when the time comes, is to make sure the wedding actually takes place. And if our young lord refuses, you have my permission to drag him kicking and screaming to the altar if need be. After all, who else should take care of him other than the young lord's squire, eh?
That's right. I'll make sure he doesn't run away or something.
Excellent. Agreed.
And when is it supposed to happen?
You'll find out in good time. In the meantime, stay in these parts till Butchek and I arrange all the details with Herald.
I thought we were going back to Rattay.
We'd just be losing time. I'll give you coin so you can find decent quarters and have enough to live on. Radzig also agrees you'll stay with Capon as his right-hand man.
All right. Where is my father, in fact?
Somewhere in the fields outside the village. He took his unit to rout the last of the Pragas. They should be back around now, I reckon. You could go to meet him. He'll definitely be pleased to see you. He'll want to hear how you fared today. And he won't be disappointed if you ask me. Go with God, then. And don't forget what we said.
Safe journey, Hanush. And send my regards to Bernard.
Arnold! Gah!
The story is ended. So, are you happy now?
I'm happy. Victory is ours.
But at what price?
War is a dirty business. No one has the power to change that. I didn't understand that before. But I do now.
I know that feeling. I tried to tell you about it. But I reckon there are some things you've got to figure out for yourself.
For instance, revenge.
And that treacherous bastard Toth deserved to die.
So you gave him death. A merciless and cruel death.
Maybe you overdid the cruelty. But I'm a little afraid that revenge might have become the only thing you care about. Brabant and Owlet deserve to be punished, but death darkens the mind.
He chose his path. We can't reproach him for that.
But sometimes it's better not to play by their rules. Better not to be like them. And turn the other cheek.
The other cheek? They deserved it. I must have sworn 1,000 times never to turn a blind eye to evil, let alone run from it. And that's what guided my actions.
You behaved as your conscience dictated. Nobody can reproach you for that.
You chose a different path than I'd like. But I'm not the one to judge you. I hoped you wouldn't make the same mistakes as me. But I suppose it's the times you live in.
In war, there are times when you only have bad choices and worse ones.
And still you managed to stay clean, Henry. You spared the innocent, even though it would have been easier to sacrifice them.
Malashov, Semin, Innocent people shouldn't have to die. I'm glad I found the courage to defy orders.
All right. You avenged an evil act. But you behaved like a bandit. Plundering and robbing poor wretches. Oh, my son.
Sorry. It would never have happened if I wasn't in such a bind. I'll pray for God's forgiveness.
Well, I suppose you're right. On the scales of good and evil, maybe the good you did outweighs the evil.
You should hope the Almighty will understand. And give you a chance to make amends.
Nothing's black and white. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions in life. And God alone can judge whether you made the right ones. But in the end, you did it. You're a hero. You saved your friends. Capon, Rosa, the Jews, the whole of Sugdol, and Samuel, your brother.
Not exactly.
True. Almost brother. I'm glad you two became friends.
Why didn't you tell me about Samuel?
Because I didn't know. I just had an inkling. They took Sarah away on account of me, and I had no idea where to look for her.
You can be proud of him.
It seems this chapter of your life is over. You're a grown man now. What are you going to do?
I'll stick with Hans Capon. I want to see a bit of the world. Learn things, have more adventures. I don't want to be stuck in some hole in the woods.
One day you'll realize that's exactly what you want.
One day. Maybe.
Time will tell.
Well, whichever way your path leads, take my advice. Watch out for that Eric. I don't think he's going to forget you anytime soon.
Don't worry. I won't forget him either.
Well, it's time to say goodbye.
Farewell, Henry.
God go with you, son. I've a feeling you've got a lot ahead of you.
Will I ever see you again?
Who knows?
We've had so little time for each other.
Good luck. You'll need it.
So, this time it seems it really is the end.
Father.
You did it. You got them. Toth, Van Owlitz. Even that damned scavenging ginger fox is gone. Your mother and Martin would surely be proud of you.
Perhaps. In a way.
Of course they would. You avenged them. You prevented a war, you saved a lot of people, and after all that, you're still in one piece. That's not a bad performance for an ordinary bastard. You even succeeded in getting that adventurous sword of ours back.
Your sword.
It all started with this. Martin truly was a brilliant blacksmith. It sings so nicely. But it's not singing for me. It's yours, son.
What happens now?
Now? Now we'll get on with life. Do you remember what I told you? That there are some things in the world worth living for. Blue skies, warm sunshine, green grass underneath your feet, beautiful girls,
Good wine, good people, and a fine steed underneath your backside, yeah.
Enjoy it while you can. I can assure you nothing lasts forever. And if you're missing that excitement now, which I'm sure you are, you can be certain that it'll find us again itself one day. I believe there are interesting times still ahead of us. By the way, that buxom lass that you were with?
Oh, Catherine? Oh, come on. She's old enough to be my mother.
So what? I think you could do with a bit of mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see you through the hardest of times.
No. I'm telling you, Jai Devil is a hell of a marksman. I'd bet my right arm that, drunk as he is, he could still hear anything you care to point out. Yeah. Remember Von Orlitz?
You really bet your right arm.
In fact, I will go further. Hinek. Your crossbow.
Coming right up! I heard about some William fella who shot an apple off someone's head. Or was it Walter?
At least take that.
Okay. Oh, come on!
Shut up! You're wasted. Never seen you this bad. Come on! Shut up!
This will go down in history.
You fucking moron!
Fuck.
What is it?
Sire, I bear news from the Italian court. There's been a robbery.
What?
Apparently Margrave Yob's people, they freed the hostages and stole all the silver and vanished.
All our silver?
all of it, but that's not all, sire. Word has come that Jobst is mustering an army and is planning to go to the aid of Kuttenberg.
Oh, that treacherous little whore. That snake. That fucking turncoat! Get out! What are you still standing there? Spit it out!
Sire, Ladislaus of Naples, he's declared himself king of Hungary and lays claim to your lands. He landed at Zadar with an army.
Anything else?
Well, your Cumans plundered the estates of the House of Wallstein. The widow Anna is demanding compensation.
Compensation? Compensation she wants, that little widow? And how are we supposed to pay that when there's no one even capable of guarding our treasury in the middle of fucking town? Anything else?
No, sire, that's all, sire.
This fucking country! Fucking Bohemian! Hard-headed, insidious vermin! Let the whole fucking earth of them rot in their own goddamn!
We're going back to Hungary. Get packed immediately and give the orders.
Sire, how am I to pay the wages of the Prague troops?
Do you know what happened to our silver from the Italian court?
I do.
Then fucking get it back! Give it to the Pragas for all we care. Do whatever you like with this accursed Czech silver.
But sire, I would need something to see.
Master Musa. Greetings. I'd say we're quits, wouldn't you? You saved me in the Italian court, and now I saved you.
Is this your subtle way of suggesting I should leave?
That's not what I meant. I'll be glad if you stay with us. If you want to, that is.
I'm glad you will not forbid me from staying.
What's your plan now? Head out into the world again?
I would like to stay here for a while. All I have seen in your country is death. So now I want to discover its beauty. It is a pity Catherine cannot show me around. Keep her close, friend, or you will lose her to me.
What were the last few days like? Did you lose a lot of men?
What is a lot? Even one death is more than enough. But if you had not come, it would have been much worse.
Well then, you still don't regret joining us?
I regretted that from the first minute, friend. I have successfully avoided situations like this all my life. But now and then, it is not possible. And if I have to choose between a gilded cage with Sigismund or uncertainty here with you, my choice is clear.
We've been through a...
Maybe too much, my friend.
Why you left Mali? Will you tell me now why you had to leave?
All right. I think I can. When I left Mali, it was not entirely safe there. The king of Mali, Mansa Magan, was killed by his Sandiki. In your language, that is... advisor? He then took the throne, and one of his first orders was to get rid of Magan's family.
What's that got to do with you?
A lot. Mansa Magan was... my cousin. Although I never even came close to the throne, I had no intention of trying to explain that to Sandiki. I preferred to flee.
And what about your family? Do you have any news about them?
I know that several of them were killed. I have no news about the others.
Have you never wanted to go back to Mali?
I think about it often. Almost every day. But I suppose I am afraid. That is all. I do not even know if I would recognize it now. I last met some of my countrymen in Mecca, and that was many years ago.
Did Sandiki ever try to track you down?
I was not that important, my friend. Or I traveled too fast, and no assassin has caught up with me yet. So you have nothing to fear. If someone kills you, it probably will not be because of me.
Why is it you look, you know, different?
Me? All of you in this country are strange. I've traveled the world over, but there were never people so...
pale?
Limited. Your medicine, physics, and astronomy burned together with Rome. In short, you are barbarians. Though kind-hearted barbarians.
Tell me about your travels. About those big cities, the people living there.
Well, for example, people in my world are educated. Not like in yours. The education is the greatest wealth there is. So what would you like to learn, my friend? And what I could... Now.
I'd like to learn...
And that's why I don't give out wisdom for free. Where did you... In many, but I left... What's the found? You can... if you want...
I'd like...
A fact that's...
Traveling
in my... on the way...
How did you manage to survive?
Now. Silence. Just the singing of birds. It's so quiet. Maybe too quiet.
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some animal.
Until evening.
How's it going? We didn't have a chance to talk at Sukhdol.
You had other concerns. I understand.
It looks like Hanush is serious about the wedding.
Oh, bloody Hanush.
What did Hanush talk to you about?
Various things. You don't need to know everything, Henry.
Come on. You can tell me. You know you've always been able to rely on me. Now, maybe we've had the odd quarrel, but that's water under the bridge now. Your secret's safe with me.
Secret? Ugh, I don't know if you can call it a secret. I'd say it's already the talk of the town in Ratai. Hanush told me he has no intention of handing over what's mine. Not until I get married, at least.
Wasn't he supposed to hand it over when you reach maturity? No strings attached?
Yes, he was. And I'm not happy. But what can I do? Have him dragged before the king's court? Either I fulfill his condition, or I force him to drop it. Oh, I have to think this through.
What are we going to do about the wedding?
What can we do? Nothing. You heard what Hanush said. He doesn't want anyone to accuse him of not keeping his word. He promised Bocek he'd marry me to his niece, so that's what he's going to do. And that really fucking annoys me. I'm still young. I want to have fun. And instead of that, I have to marry some wench I've never seen. Also, she's bound to be ugly. She'd have been married off ages ago otherwise. Damn it! Aye. But on the other hand, she's rich.
Yeah, maybe she'll be pretty as well.
No chance. I'm not that lucky. I've been thinking, though. If I get married and have a son, I'll name him after you.
After me?
Heinrich.
In German?
Ah, you see, it's in fashion at court these days. And what have you got to complain about? You should be pleased. Or would you rather I name him Vacalin?
No, I'm pleased. Honestly. I hope he turns out to be a great man.
Of course he will. He'll take after me. He'll perform great deeds, you can be sure of that.
What was it like before we turned up? Must have been hard.
It was fucked up. I was hit by an arrow. And then we were just stuck in the fortress with no food. But you know what? I didn't even remember Nabokov. That escape through the crypt from the Italian court cured me.
I'm glad to hear it.
You arrived in the nick of time in any case.
We lost all the...
We couldn't save it. As soon as they got into the courtyard and basement, it was clear we'd lose it. But money isn't everything. We're alive. Sigismund is fucked. We won.
I found Brabant in the camp.
Brabant? I thought he turned tail. That would have been just like him.
I suppose he really cared about the silver.
And? What happened?
He caught Sam. He was going to kill him. I finished him.
Oh, I hope he suffered.
He begged, whined, whimpered.
I hope Ada enjoyed looking down on that.
What about your injury? You said you got hit.
Godwin pulled the arrow out straight away. It didn't go in too deep, thankfully. I was wearing armor, and in the fray, I didn't even think of it. It's only starting to hurt now, in fact.
You'll be all right.
Of course I'll be all right. What do you mean?
Did you hear what happened? A recruiter from... Welcome.
Sure.
A word of...
You see?
Show me your...
What's your plan now? Getting drunk doesn't count.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm too old for a life of adventure. But I'll wait and see what Shishka comes up with. One thing's for sure. I won't get involved in anything without him, and it has to be something special. It will be hard to top the Italian court.